The reason we need women in leadership roles is, first of all, from a theological viewpoint, it completes the picture of Christ.
Now with my students, I will see some who they think women should be in leadership, or they think women should be able to be answering God's call without restriction, but they've spent 15 years hearing like that's not really true, or they'll talk to a pastor back home who says, well, you'll grow out of that phase once you really know what the Bible says. And so it's hard for me because the students I see who are extremely gifted and talented and may feel God calling them to ministry or other areas of leadership and feel like that's good for them to do, they still have this sort of thing pulling them back that says, oh, but maybe you shouldn't really do that, or, oh, well, you really can't be a good mother.
When I was 14, my mom was pursuing her PhD at the University of Washington. And as a single parent, it was a real sacrifice, so she had to leave her high school, and put it in short term, she was denied. It was a very sexist decision, and it left a deep impression on me of the single parent trying to struggle through, and then she gave up her dream.
One philosophy professor from my alma mater that I talked to many years later, he had at some point had that aha moment, and he described it as teaching a logic class and having all the top students being women and thinking, our theology can't be right if this is what I'm seeing in my classroom. God doesn't give gifts and then tell you not to use it.
It's just very personal when you have daughters of your own, and I want them to realize their God-given potential. And I like that phrase, to realize our God-given potential, because God puts in each one of us tremendous potential, creativity and ideas and ways of communicating. And whenever you take a human being and you stifle their ability to realize that potential, it's really a loss to the human race.
I was thinking about the Martha and Mary story, and how Jesus says to Martha, you're running around trying to feed us food, but Mary has chosen the better way. He was bringing her into the fold of where all the men were sitting and hanging out listening to him. He was saying, you actually need to be over here. And while secular society, or the religio-secular society might have said back then, you need to be serving us, he was saying, you need to stop. You need to be a part. And so I believe that that is the model that we should be following.